Hey riders, here we go. Another fun ride today, Monday, October 14th. Let me just get set up here. Blow me away. Okay riders, enough messing around here. I always like a little bit of a jam session before I get going. 2.5 minutes to go. What are we doing today, folks? Something a little new here. Let me just get tweaked, folks. Let me just get tweaked. You know, this is a kind of a comedy show every time we do this. I got the fan rocking here. Just trying to move my little table over. It's quite precarious at times. Okay, I'm going to give this a shot here. The name of the group ride, Huerzeler. I apologize in advance. My Swiss, not up to par. Actually, I think it's German, isn't it? But Swiss-based company. And if you're not aware, if you go into the route collections, so who are they? Let's start with that first off. I got 1 minute and 40 seconds here to kill. You know I'm very good at that. This is what I do, folks. Just want to get back into the app, make sure I'm on about the right time. So 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. I thought this would be a good way to meet a lot of new people today. Couple of names I've seen before. It is a group ride. See a lot of people riding Ruby bikes today, a lot of newcomers. So I think this is their first event, so Huerzeler, something like that. Again, I apologize, I haven't been told how to pronounce it. I only found one pronunciation online. It's the last name of a former pro named Max, who founded the company in '86, I think during the height of his career still. Max Huerzeler was, I think, well, he was a road pro. Found a lot of results for him from the Tour de Suisse, which is a race that still runs. It's kind of like, the Tour de Suisse and I think the Dauphiné. Those are the two that let people know how good you're feeling before the Tour de France. It's kind of like your last big tune-up. You do one or the other. So, yeah, he set up like a bit of a training camp. I'm guessing it was for himself when he was training, racing in Mallorca, and eventually it evolved into a business. He's mostly known for his motor pacing victories. I guess this would have all been on a track bike, I would assume. Not really sure. So let's just jump in. I am currently riding the Valdiso B1. And yeah, interesting to see here. I might be the highest level rider here. Oh wow, check this dude out right here. He's up on the right hand side of the road. He's in Team GRC kit. Nation. I don't know who that is. Awesome stuff. So the route today is Polenka to Els Arcs on the island of Mallorca. We are in the, okay, I know I always butcher these pronunciations, the Balearic Islands. There are 5 islands in the Mediterranean. It includes Mallorca, Minorca, Ibiza is there as well. We're not going to be doing any DJing on this route though. We're here to ride bikes. Do I see another GRC rider up there? No, Ruby, just a Ruby jersey. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Love it. So, this company's been around since '86. Well, let me just stats. We're going to do about 29 kilometers today, 850 meters of climbing. So if you don't know where this is, I checked. You know I love my maps. We're in the northwest corner of the island. So I think Palenka is the place where you would actually start, and if you went north and east, you would end up going to the lighthouse, Formentor. So we're heading kind of southwest, and this Els Arcs place, it's near there's a dam up there. Basically, we were coming up the backside of the Sacalabra climb. It winds its way up from Sacalabra itself on the port at the ocean, straight up. We're coming from the north down towards it, but at the same point. And there's actually an Els Arcs bar cafe at the top. So right now we're just a little bit ahead of Roberto. There are a few Huerzeler riders here. So what's really cool about these riders, you know, folks, I'm gonna say guys a lot. Guys. Ladies, guys, gals, whatever, guys. I can't say everyone's names. Yeah, Uli's here as well. I saw that name. Level 6. Huerzeler rider. Roberto. George is here as well. So I just wanted to jump in and support them on this ride, show off these cool routes they're doing. So I think at present there's 15 or 16, I may have the numbers mixed up, 15 or 16 new routes that they have filmed themselves, and they're fantastic. That includes the new Captive Formentor, the longer route that's going to include both bumps, not just the short 11 kilometer version we're used to riding. Check out this touring group right here. Awesome stuff. So Mallorca, cycling paradise. For us anyways, they get a lot of tourists here. I think the number I saw that this little island in the middle of the Mediterranean gets something like 20 million visitors per year. And no wonder, like, if you're from, with Germans being the most popular, and then people from the UK, I think it was Spain. So even the Spaniards like to come here. So I believe this is classified as an autonomous state of Spain. Kind of does its own rule, but technically part of Spain. So what is it now? Huerzeler's been here for, oh God, 38 years. Putting on tours, bike rentals. Got a really good website I was checking out. Had to translate from German to English though, for me. So, and I think Swiss company, obviously they speak German. So Roberto's only 24 meters back. Yeah, so, ooh, look at that one dude, David Ragg, level 1. This is his first ride ever, right here. I'm gonna hold back for this dude, and Roberto. So what I think's cool about this is that, so there's Roberto going by me. We're probably gonna, since these guys are the experts of bike riding, there's Elmar, another rider from Team Huerzeler. Edel 21, only a level 3. Miauchka. I've seen Miauchka around. Level 27. Uli is only 5 meters behind me with Bodo 41. So they've been putting tours on here for like 38 years now. And so they're established, well-known, very professional. They also do tours in Andalusia, Greece, I think Thailand. I think they might do German tours as well. Again, folks, this is just me from learning about them on the fly. So the group ride dynamics is going to keep us all together. You can see in the middle of the screen there the draft and the magnet effect. I'm actually ahead of the leader. Oh no, I'm behind the leader. Oh no. Well, that doesn't make sense to me right now. It says the leader's ahead of me. Oh, the leader's 13 seconds ahead of me. Sorry. I think that's what that's saying. I'm going to have to look for the gold bar above his name. Is it Roberto? Yeah, Roberto has the star beside his name on the left-hand side of your screen. That's your leader for this ride. Sepp 1507 just stepped away. So yeah, they've been doing tours here for 38 years, so obviously they know the island. Ooh, lots of low-level riders here, folks. They must think I'm some kind of legend riding here at level 78. Not really. Most of the people I ride with are my level and higher. 80 plus. Long time riders. So yeah, they've been around a long time. I dug into the website a bit, and I was trying to see, like, you know, how many people work for there. Remember, some of it's in German, but well, it's all in German, English, and I couldn't get numbers. But so what I did is I kind of went through each cycling destination, and wow, check out the Mallorca page. Just a quick ballpark. There's got to be now. Remember, this is just me looking at the Mallorca page and assuming it's their staff, trainers, support crew, guides, you name it, management, service people, I don't know. There's probably like 70 of them there, maybe upwards of 80 people just based in Mallorca. So obviously not a fly-by-night company that you don't know who you're dealing with. It's not just me hanging out saying, yeah man, I'll give you the best tour of your life. You're gonna get someone that knows what they're doing. You go with me, you're probably going off a cliff somewhere. So don't do that. Go with someone who's been doing it for a while, that's got the brand name, consistency, knows the roads, knows the people, in the know. So yeah, I'm currently on the way to level 79 right now. There's a remote chance that might happen today. Level 80 on Ruby, that's when you get the title of legend. For me, only in my mind. That's the only place it lives. Yeah, look at this, level 9, level 6, level 3, level 6. So I gotta think that some of these people here are probably people that have done tours, bike rentals, with Huerzeler at various locations. So this is a way of getting your training when the weather's a little bit rougher. Compared to where I live, Alberta, Canada, I don't think it gets that rough in Mallorca, but they will have cooler temps. I did look. I think it said, I don't know if it was the airport or the port, average daytime low in January is 8 degrees, and the high I think is 15 or 16. Record low was like 0 Celsius. I think next week we got our first kind of tingle of fall winter. High of 3 degrees Celsius. Good thing it's not much colder at night, -3. Well, so Roberto is quite a ways ahead of me right now. I'm gonna have to jump up there. I'm riding the Baldiso B1, brand new bike frame, 4 aero, 4 weight rating. I think you're gonna see when I come through the crowd here, be a lot of standard Ruby bikes. We've got 2 right at the back here, Scorpion and David. Passing another touring group here. Looking sharp, fellas. So yeah, like to me, someone says, where's the number one like cycling destination? It's Mallorca. I'm sure there's lots of other places just as nice temperature-wise. This is the spot. B. Miller, A-Rame. Here's Bodo again. Bodo is now a level 2 rider. Leveled up. Right on, dude. So let me get moving up here. I did want to ride right beside the leader. So we got some climbing to do, no doubt. 850 meters, a lot of false flatty. And just up ahead, I think we actually technically climbed for, outside of a couple little dips in that, like 16 kilometers. 16 or 18. But it's really not bad. I think the steepest gradients I saw were like around 7%. There's a lot of stuff further up top that's only 3%. So this is not like a Pyrenean climb by any means. Just kind of drags on. Who's up ahead here? Orsim 76, Aubecker, Marstreck. I'm gonna guess there's gonna be a lot of German riders here. Maybe just getting involved with Ruby. I kind of got to think that they've been on a trip here, got bitten by the cycling bug, have, you know, went and got all the gear, stuff like that, bibs, jerseys. Oh, this one, Ruby jersey. Thank you. And so now they're sitting there at home in Northern Europe somewhere. Well, just call it Europe, Germany, wherever they're at. And it's starting to get cold, starting to get rainy, starting to get windy. And they realize, I'm going to lose all that conditioning that I had. Well, if you ride on Ruby, that's not going to happen. So I think the only name I recognize so far is Miauchka. I think there was a Soul Miser. I think it's Soul Miser 75. They're part of our Discord group. Oh, yeah, and where are we, folks? How did you find this? My name's Colin. This is Inside Cycling World. I make Ruby videos, inside cycling stuff, using the Ruby application, race videos. I do a lot of commentary, solo rides, group rides, tutorials. So if you can, subscribe, like. Likes are important, folks. So this, I think this is probably the toughest part right here. Next few kilometers. So I'm just finding myself riding at my own pace. Let's check the chat out. Monday, probably no one there. Oh, I'm wrong. Thanks, Stephen. Steven's saying the image of the video is great, so thank you, Huerzeler. Yeah, Cyprus would be good too. Cyprus, probably Crete, Malta, probably just perfect weather year round. Penelope's in the mix. Yeah, Mallorca's just taken off. Hey Penelope, you still gotta get back into it. I was off yesterday. Find myself mixed in with this other group. These guys look pretty hardcore on the right. Dr. Kananga, level 62, so been around Ruby a bit longer. So 5% more false flatty, aka Spanish flats. Okay, there's Miauchka, 73 meters ahead. We will have a couple more good bumps coming up. It's going to steepen up, then level off. So one of the core team members for GRC, that's our team name, Anthony, came here on a family holiday, never being a road cyclist, and I'm going to guess it would have been spring of 2023. His brother-in-law rented bikes. Next thing you know, Anthony's got the bug. Bought everything now. Also, Anthony, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I just noticed that yesterday. So it's a good little climb here, folks. Marstrek, only level 3 rider. There's another group coming up. Starting to get a little bit sweaty here, as one would expect. In that 7% range again. Okay, there's probably going to be a couple wicked corners. 10-11% I think. Look at the scenery, folks. Get that out of my face. Ooh, kind of steep there, 12%. On the Neo, you feel it. 50 RPMs around this bend. I'm a bit confused as to where the leader is. On the leaderboard, it says he's 52 meters ahead. On the thing in the middle of the screen, it says he's 27 seconds ahead. The yellow rider with the stars, the white rider should be me. So it looks like I'm out in front, but I'm not. Anyone else see that? Let me know. What am I misinterpreting here? Penelope, this isn't that bad, especially with the group ride. See, on my left-hand side of my screen, it says Roberto is the leader. 35 meters ahead, but it's saying I'm 25 seconds behind. That doesn't make sense. A little bit of 3%. There, I can see the leader now. That's not 24 seconds. Not at all. It's gonna get steep again, folks. Here's a Huerzeler rider, Elmar. See what I mean? The middle graphic is showing that I'm ahead by 26 seconds, with me being the lit up white cyclist and the leader behind me. But the leader is 12 meters ahead. I don't understand right now. Miauchka, doing it on the TT bike. Love it. Look at my cadence, 53. This is how I ride though. Okay, Lightfill here. Trek Madone Gen 8. Diablo finisher. Looks like they're wearing the Canadian jersey. I believe that's what that is. Okay, so if that's the leader there, Roberto, how am I either 16 seconds ahead or behind? And I feel like I got a penalty against me too. It's saying in that graphic that I'm ahead. So maybe the real leader's behind us, I don't know. Maybe I've got a special penalty against me. Just kidding. Matzi M, level 7 rider, same gear as Roberto. So I imagine a teammate. Anders just peeling off. Nature break. Watch out for wild, I don't know, goats. Okay. Ruby says Chinil. Okay, maybe they changed it, but if you look on the leaderboard, Penelope, that Roberto guy has the star on his name. Yeah, group leader. That's how your power is adjusted. So, if you get ahead of the leader, too far ahead, you're going to see the power penalty. If you're behind the leader, you're going to receive a benefit. If you look at the graph, there's a bunch of gray riders, a yellow rider, and a white rider. I'm the white rider. The leader is the yellow rider. So unless something's broken right now, good, Anders is back on. Tried to go in the bushes there. Billy Goat came after him. He had to run for his life. I have a Billy Goat. And yeah, he's mean. So if the leader's at 6 miles, he's way ahead of us. Because I'm only at 5.5. So I don't know how that's 4 seconds. Haven't got that figured out. Roberto is showing as the leader. Star beside his name and yellow above his name plate. Just a nice steady grind here, folks. Christopher Bramley's in the mix. Sammy 0601. Yeah, it's the group leader, Penelope. Thanks for checking it out. Yeah, with the star, that's the group leader. And everything's based off that leader. So right now in the little graph at the top, below drafting, I should be virtually on top of the leader. Oops. Actually, the leader's 7 meters behind me. Which now is probably making sense. 7 meters, 6 meters, it says 2 seconds, 1 second. Okay, now I have 0%. Something funny was going on there. Rainier RVE coming up. Here's Roberto. It's Robert now, so his name's changed. It was Roberto before. Let's see how it works now. I think whatever's happened has been rectified now. Rectified. Fixed. Why didn't I just say that? Mr. Words over here. So see here, 0 seconds behind. My white cyclist is sitting right on top of that yellow cyclist. No benefit, no penalty either. So hopefully everything's working good now. Back to some 9% here. Just on the corners. If you're new and you're thinking, how would I keep up on this 9%? Just dangle off the back. The further back you go, the bigger your magnet effect. So if you can't ride 2.5, you can probably sit on the back and ride 1.2. Uli's coming back up again. Trek Madone. Well, actually, that's not a Madone. Sorry, folks. I was looking for the cutout. It's not there. Yeah, so these riders in the black with the burgundy purple type color, they're Huerzeler team members. Probably people that would take you on these tours. I see a few more up ahead. Well, we can see Elmar, and I think the other one's Matsi M. Photon 21 moving up. This is a nice steady climb, folks. You're gonna get your sweat on, you're gonna burn some calories. It should be hard. You want easy? Keep flicking those channels. Bet you they're all checking out my beautiful bike. It's the only one so far I've seen. Well, Diesel B1, Liv Magna, and Trek Madone Gen 8, 3 best road bikes in the game right now, folks. The bikes do make a difference on every course. See there? I'm 2 seconds ahead now, and I was just going to say that's when the penalty starts. So now it's saying that it's reducing my power. Before, it had my power reduced all the way. Go back through the video, you're going to see it says I was 27 seconds ahead. With like a 25% power decrease. Something funny was going on there. I'm just hanging out with Bodo 41 here. He's having a little gander over at my bike, thinking, wow. I'm like, yeah, that's right, bro. That's right. Keep riding. You need 50,000 gold coins to get this baby. Which is easy to do, folks. Just ride lots. Do all the bonus events. A lot of spotlight premier events. There'll be bonuses of 1,000 coins. Elmar, team member, just on the left side. We're going to have a little bit of downhill coming up. So yeah, again, we're traveling from the north to the southwest. We'll be meeting up with where the Sacalabra climb ends from the western side of the island, the northwestern side there. Coming up with some banners here. Keep going, folks, keep going. We're gonna get a little rest section coming up here. I don't know, 500-600 meters. Yeah, so Matt's EM, that's a Team Huerzeler rider right there. Jump back into the chat. Okay, so Timo's just leading, like, the group ride, not designated as the group leader. Okay. Yeah, this is a cool bike. Doesn't make any difference right now between this and the Madone and the Liv. Just looks fancy. But anyone watching this video for the first time, when I say it doesn't make a difference, compared to those bikes, they all have a 4 aero 4 weight rating. A lot of the bikes here are like a 2 weight 2 aero. See, I'm just sitting ahead of the leader right now, trying to hang with the leader. Now you can actually see on the bottom of the screen, the profile, the leader's bubble is, or maybe that's me, it's saying I'm right with the leader, I guess. The bubble's black because I'm probably so close to the leader. Wonder if that's new. That bubble just turned black before my eyes. So folks, not a lot of downhill here, that's it. With that little flat and that little tiny downhill. Back to climbing. Look at these beasts coming through. Arvid, Wamahorst, Zenda, Rattle Pitter. Woolie's going too. You can use coming from behind to get a little bit of a speed burst and rock right through the crowd on those downhills. So at a certain point, those people up front, they would have escaped the draft penalty. I think once you get like 2 minutes ahead of the leader, you're kind of like let loose. So there was someone else in a Team GRC jersey earlier. But I think that was just a random person. We're outnumbered here, folks, which is good. Team Huerzeler for the win today. There's that Arvid Teichmann guy. So a bit of a climb here, 5-6% I guess. Maybe some 7, then it levels off again to probably 3. 7s and 8s. Up over the top, we're gone. Downhill. A little kick, downhill, then probably another couple of kilometers of climbing, and then it's downhill pretty much all the way. No problems, folks. See here up top, 1 second behind the leader. Now everything makes sense to me. Before, nope. I was being penalized like crazy for following the leader. I don't understand that. Uly's here with me. See if she needs a bottle. She's good. No problems. Dr. Kananga coming up again, checking in on us. Physician by trade. Just made that up. It's okay. Here's that flatter section we're coming up to. Nice little resty area past these other cyclists. Let's get in the big ring for a bit. Wipe the face. Desperately not trying to blow my nose, but these last few rides have been killing me. Nice easy pace here. False flatty. Just the stuff we like at Team GRC. Okay, this week coming up, folks. Obviously, this is a new group ride. I think they're Mondays and Wednesdays. Don't forget Tuesday, Thursdays, 1.5 to 2.5 ride. There's a Muckers social race tomorrow. Social meaning you may try to kill your best friend at these events. Or you may hold hands and sing Kumbaya all the way to the finish line. It's just whatever you're into. You never know what you're going to get. Oh yeah, here's something. I saw that Sylvia from the Muckers group is starting a women's only ride, which I think is really cool. I just wish we could support it. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not equipped the same way, but I'd love to support the event. So I guess the only thing I can do, since I'm not allowed to ride, is maybe I'll try to cover the event, pop in, see what's going on. Looks like Uli's just put her foot down for a second there. Back climbing, folks. So we got a bit of a climb here with a little rest in the middle. We got boulders falling off the mountains for the next 6 kilometers. Uli's back, far left-hand side of the screen. Robert is just ahead of me here. Kind of blending away with the other riders. Elmar's there too. So I think out of Team GRC, well, I know this for a fact, I'm the only member that hasn't been to Mallorca. I think Jill's has been twice, Roger's been, and many other members of our Discord and the bigger GRC have been there. Just referring to like the G, the R, and the C in the Team GRC. I'm the C. It's going to level off here. Wow, I wish I could use that mouse easier. Penelope, I've just been told that about the 2 minutes, but I think I might have learned it from SR71 John Chady, Truck Stop Johnny. Eventually, the rubber band, the magnet effect just goes pop, and you're free. But you're going to have to work really hard to get 2 minutes ahead. Offhand, I don't. I'm thinking it's Wednesday. And I think she might be doing it this week. So Penelope, if you can, go support her. Like I said, I would be there. But yeah, it's not for me. So maybe I'll just watch. Yeah. Hey guys, this Wednesday I'm watching an all-ladies event. Just watching. I'll cover the event, is what I meant to say. No creep here. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday, Penelope. I have to see my app. Let's get back on the power. After this little jaunt here, up this next little bit, we'll actually have some decent downhill. Probably at least a kilometer's worth, I would think. Just coming up on the halfway point now, folks. Speed's really going to pick up, though, over this last half. Imagine we'll be over 500 meters climbing, with 300 and a bit left at the last half. See here, as I go further ahead, I'm getting more and more of a penalty against me. White cyclist is ahead of the yellow cyclist on that graph at the top. To be honest, I'm just riding my own pace here with a penalty. Pulling back Lightville and Marstrick. Nashon, that's the other dude in GRC gear. You can't see him, but I remember his name. Oh, he's 400 meters ahead, sorry. I thought he was around the bend. So Penelope, right now I'm making the ride harder than it needs to be. Because I'm ahead of the leader. So it's penalizing me minus 14% on my power. But I'm just doing group ride mentality. I'm gonna get to the top and then just tootle down. Let everyone jump back on. So remember, folks, you can find all the Huerzeler rides under, look under routes in the app. And there's actually a whole section for them, all freshly filmed by these guides. So they know the island. That's why we got a new captain for Mentor. See now? Group ride. We're just gonna chill. I'm waiting. Okay, Penelope's saying she'll look for it. Definitely ride if I can. Working Wednesday. Looking for it now. She sees it. Okay, good. Oh, she's saying, yes, I see that. Yeah, so when you go ahead, you're actually making it harder than it needs to be. So with a group ride, you can make it as easy as you want or as hard as you want. You can ride with the leader and get a good ride. Just stick right with them. I guess the only drawback to doing a group ride, which does hurt, is that if this was a challenge route, you would not get credit for it. Therefore, people don't want to ride it as a group ride. It always becomes a race. I think it was SR71 was saying it'd be nice if they could, like, you know, tell, at the end of the ride, it will show you. I'm going to try to remember to talk about this. I'm just letting everyone blow past me. They got that downhill momentum going. I see Robert coming. I see Uli coming up behind me here. So let's say you row with the leader all the way. And it was like less than 5% power savings. You should maybe get credit for it. The leader definitely should, because the leader has ridden the whole course with no magnet effect. They're doing everything real. But I guess it's hard to classify everyone. So guess what? Do the route twice. There you go. Done. I've noticed that for a lot of the group rides. So do it as a just ride, time trial, or race to get credit for a route event. This isn't one. I'm sure it will be at some point. Uli's just hanging on here waiting for Roberto. Starting moving again. Here he is. Look how good Team GRC's being here. I'm such a good boy. Yep, some more downhill. Got some more climb to do, folks. But I think once we start this climb, it'll be over before you even know it. So we're actually at 520 meters of the climbing done. You know, there's probably, I don't know, 50 meters in the very back end of the route. A couple hundred in that next chunk. Maybe 100 in this next little bit coming up. So you can see here at 1 second behind, zero benefit. I think it's at 2 seconds it starts kicking in. So yeah, like, do the race, the just ride, do it yourself, ride with others, like in a race, take it easy, whatever. And then they give bonus coins. I'm seeing that a lot if you participate in a group ride event. They are good. Good for recovery. Good for seeing some scenery. Yeah, again, lots of low-level riders. Got this guy here, Bamp G, user. Scorpion 85, Lama Horse up ahead. Didn't mean to fall behind there. YouTubing, right? And we're already a third of the way up this little chunk here. There's Arvid on the right. Roberto here knows, I think it's Roberto, isn't it? Yeah, it was Roberto. Knows I got his back. Elmar. This group's sticking together pretty good. This part anyways. There's a bunch of people ahead. Got Lang here. Langa, maybe? Bodo, Sammy. Dr. Kananga. Joke. Let's have a little peek at the map, folks. Just kind of grinding our way up this kind of false flatty stuff. Nothing too spectacular to see there. No epic switchbacks. None at this point. Feeling good right now. Really good, actually. Yeah, looks like Dr. Kananga's on the Cervelo here. Yeah, he is. He's like, bro, your bike. I'm like, yeah, dude, I know. I know, thanks, man. I know. Thank you. I get that a lot. Gadoosh. It's funny when you make yourself laugh. Inside joke. So yeah, folks, we're 17 kilometers in almost. 12 kilometers to go. And we climbed 570 something meters. Should be at about 580 at the top. Leaving just 270 to go. One slightly longer section and one short section at the end. Probably where we climb up to the cafe. I wonder if we're going to see it. There's a big dam up top too. Probably a water source for the island. Tons of like 1,000-meter peaks here. And the beauty is, you know, you're starting at sea level, so big climbs. Nothing massive, massive. Obviously because you'd be above the mountain. But like, I think upwards of 800-900 meters, 1,000 meters, stuff like that, depending how the route goes and how much you drag it out. Getting some downhill again. Jump in the chat. Oh, Penelope, you could do this. I know you could. I will check to see if they've got another Wednesday event. Be a good way to check out the island of Mallorca. So, again, folks, I just want to say about Huerzeler. And, you know, full disclosure from Colin over at Inside Cycling World, I have no connection to them. They're not sponsoring me. I'm just talking about them because I looked them up. I saw the cool collaboration between them and Ruby, and I love those collaborations. I want to shout them out, tell people about it. If you're ever going to Mallorca, maybe these are the guys to think of. They've been there almost 40 years. It's not, you know, Colin's fly-by-night, take you over the edge of a tour cliff, leave you on the side of the road crying excursions by Inside Cycling World. It's not that. It's led by pros, guys that have been riding forever. Sure, they have a lot of lady guides too, if that's kind of your thing. Look at this dude rocking by. Elmar, David, just using that momentum to just rocket by me. I know I've seen stuff. Actually, it might have been from it was their Facebook page. I can't remember. I think I followed them yesterday when I saw this stuff last week. So I asked Ruby about it. And sorry, I got the runny nose, folks. And I'm pretty sure some of their pictures showed like all ladies rides, if that's what you're more comfortable doing. You don't have any of those douchey guys with you. It's the way some guys are. Ladies trips biking, why not? It'd be fun. Got probably more in common to talk about. We just look at each other and kind of Okay, so we're starting kind of a little bit of a bigger section here climbing. I imagine this is going to be probably 200 meters worth of climbing here. Gonna have to get up. Ooh, just rocketing up the hill. The turbo booster's turned on there. We got a group over on the side here. Love the dry stone walls there, folks. Check those babies out. Not as good as Scotland, but pretty close. So I know Jill's is just in Mallorca, like in the last 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Does he know this road? Did he do this climb? He must have done Sacalabra. But did he come down this road later? So Joe K here, then Lightville. Then we got a big gap up to Nashon. Like 700 meters. He'd be that yellow bubble ahead of us on the profile there. I'm kind of under that black bubble. Nice roads here too. Really nice too because you got a lot of forest. Get some shade, get out of that heat. Start kicking up a bit. Climbing up through the forest. Been stuck behind some slow traffic here. So you can see here, I'm getting an 8% penalty now for being ahead. So it's kind of like sucking the power out of me. Look at these guys touring up here with these heavy bags. Insane. Supposed to be road markers. It said 20. We're at 19.7, so maybe we started just short of the first road, just past the first road marker out of Palenka. %8 penalty. Come on, guys, let's go. I'm gonna ease off and wait for them. I think they're riding steady at 2.5. Again, this guy here keeps looking at my bike. Get it, bro. Look at that sign for Sacalabra, Soler. Must be, I don't know, maybe a cut across road or who knows. Cut down, because Sacalabra, from what I understand, is not the climb. Sacalabra is the port town, but you're climbing out of it. Here comes Robert. Okay, no penalty now, that's good. There's no point dangling off the front getting a 10% penalty. Either smash your way away or get back to 0%. Just maybe give Robert here some draft. Roberto. Give him a bit of a break. So I did put the lightweight wheels on too, so yes. The Obermeyer. I thought they'd be good for this. Didn't use the analyzer because I thought group ride, but they look good. Some people don't have the Obermeyer, whatever they're called, lightweight something or others. They came with the Fesca Superlight. So if you don't own that bike, you do not own these wheels. You cannot buy these wheels. You have to buy that bike. Then you can use them. Sacalabra, Soler, very famous places. So the climb up out of Sacalabra, I think, is just 9.5 kilometers, I think, to the top with the famous loop-de-loop, whatever you want to call it. It's climbing so hard that they built like a tunnel underneath, looping around to the left with a bridge going over top. It's the only way they could build it with the layout of the road. Oh, now I'm getting some benefit here. Okay. Yeah, take a look at Sacalabra climb videos. You'll see what I'm talking about, the little corkscrew almost. Right near the top. Or further up, I should say. Definitely Robert here leading at a very good pace. Hasn't diverged from it very much at all. Very consistent. 2.5, 2.6 all the way. I've been all over the place. Makes me a terrible group leader. But yeah, so let's say, like, out of 1 or 2 names here, I don't know anyone on this ride. All new people to Ruby, or people that just ride at different times, doing their own thing. They love Mallorca, that's why they're here. So we're more than halfway at this climb. I'd say we're like 70% now. Then we got a huge downhill. A few little pimples along the way. Once I get to the top, I'll jump back into the chat. Just trying to stay a bit focused here. I estimated that this might take about an hour and a half. Could be. It's just kind of a pretty chill medium effort here. Nothing crazy. They're just getting into the penalty zone now. Ease off. Okay, folks, don't forget to, so Wednesday, I believe, is the ladies' ride, led by Sylvia. She's a great rider. Thursday, we got more muckers action. Friday, social chill ride with me over at Inside Cycling World. Don't forget, folks, please subscribe, like, comment, like. Saturday, we're gonna have another Inside Cycling World Saturday long ride. We did Cozumel last weekend, went really well. So let's do another. And I'm just, long ride defined as 60K plus type thing. If I have to find a 58, okay, it's close enough. But just slightly longer. See where we were on the map as I stopped pedaling. So we're climbing up the side of this ridge here. Heading towards the top of the Sacalabra climb, which is coming from a different direction. Okay, I'm not paying attention. Get back on. I don't want to assist. There we go, back in the mix. Okay, see a rider by Ed Stefan. Looks like a Canadian rider. Got the maple leaf on his avatar. And I did see a couple Canadians in this ride. Heart rate 161. Looking good, folks. You know me, that's really not that hard. Just getting to the top now. A lot of iron-rich soil here. You can see how red the soil looks in places. Whee! Down we go. Okay, okay, what's going on here? Okay, Stu. Oh yeah, Stu did the, Ken Law's here again. Ken Law from South Africa. Was it the Masters and Ladies Cycling Club out of Port Elizabeth, I believe. Yeah, Penelope, as you get ahead, you're going to receive the penalty. Yeah, I think that's what it does. I don't think it's explained anywhere, but yeah, as I'm riding, I think what you're doing in the background is getting reduced by 10%. Because it doesn't want you to get away. Stu's here. Hey, Stu. He did the Gross Glockner. Brutal. That's a killer climb. I think I skipped it this year. I'm just getting caught up in the chat here, folks. Probably drift back a bit on the route. Fourth Hills. Yeah, good job, Stu. Yeah, Penelope a while ago, I think right before you jumped on Ruby, that was a challenge route. Stu, when you say ghost riders, you mean virtual partners or ghosts? So Stu's getting passed by his ghost riders doing 2 watts a kilo. I was kind of thinking maybe they were virtual partners who were drafting other really, really fast riders. So their 2 might actually be 4. Some nice downhill here, folks. We've all been talking about it. If you're new to Ruby, which I think a lot of people here are. I was just talking earlier, Stu and Penelope. I'm level 78. I'm the highest level rider, I think, on this one. Obviously, I can't see people up ahead, but you can see there's a lot of low-level riders here, just kind of getting started out. But for all the new people, what I was trying to say there was there's going to be braking coming in soon to the corners. Don't worry, you're not going to have to buy something to do your braking. It's going to kind of auto-brake you. I'm not sure how they figure that out. Is it kind of like just a ballpark? Okay, well that would be like a 40k an hour corner. That's a 30, that's a 20. Did they collect data for this? I don't know. So it's going to auto brake you, and then you're going to have to sprint up out of the corners. So it's really going to change racing. I'm not sure how. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see what's going on here. Take a look at the leaderboard right now. We've got Robert 3 meters ahead of me, and we've got Roberto, he just disappeared off the leaderboard, like almost 2.7 kilometers behind. So I don't know if he's got his profile set up on 2 machines, which you can do. Maybe there's 2 accounts riding at the same time there. Oh, didn't realize I was going up a bit of a climb there, folks. So yeah, right now on the leaderboard, there's a Robert and a Roberto with the exact same avatar, both listed as the leader. That's what was throwing me off earlier. Take a look at that. So yeah, probably like a duo account, I would imagine. They're both riding. So that's very confusing. That's what was totally throwing me off earlier. Why was I getting a 26% penalty for half the ride? Because I was ahead of maybe the real leader? I don't know who the leader is now. Is it Robert ahead of me? Actually, it's Robert ahead of me, because it says I'm 5 seconds behind him now. So it's not Roberto, who's 3 kilometers back. Very strange, folks. Technical glitches, I guess. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Stu. Riders who have completed the ride in the past. Yeah, so basically, if you're strong, 3 watts a kilo type rider, you find some superstars who ride 5, just draft them all the way. Then it looks like you're only riding 3 when you're technically drafting at 5, blowing guys riding 4 out of the water. Yeah, higher nerd, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna probably watch myself on this hill because I got caught out on a bump there before. Yeah, so I think so. Robert here is the leader. I think Robert has a second account that someone's riding on, but because it's Robert/Roberto. They've both been flagged as a leader because technically it's the same person, just on a dual account. I think that's what's happening. It's fine. Everything's working fine here now. So we're just going to bomb downhill, folks, and then looks like we're going to climb. We'll get a little bit of climb, a couple of bumps beforehand. There'll probably about 60 meters of climbing left at the very finish. Over a kilometer, so it'll be nothing major. See a bump here. Great scenery. Imagine going down this. Oof. I'd love it. First few times will be pretty scary. Like that little dry stone wall there, this little bump here would not provide much protection. I'm telling you that right now. And with these overhanging trees, there's probably wet, slick parts on the road. Yeah, I wonder how many tourists come here thinking they're the next, I don't know, Vincenzo Nibali descending skills, Tom Pidcock. How many tourists come here and end up splattered on the road? I probably shouldn't say that, but you know, guys get descending and they're just gonna get a little bit out of control. You gotta be careful. That's probably why it's good to do this with a guide. They'll tell you, no. That corner coming up, do not. Yeah, so those are kilometer markers. That one we just passed there was kilometer 27, and it looks like we're about 300 meters out from it, meaning we probably just started a bit into the first kilometer when we left Palenka. So there's kilometer markers all the way, so if you're ever here, you can kind of get an idea. Okay, it's a 29 kilometer climb, where am I? Oh, I just saw 28, you're almost done. Check out the scenery, beautiful. Love it. Yeah, hour and 23 minutes. Yeah, we'll be done in about an hour and a half. Bombing down the hills, folks. Bombing down the hills. Sue's messaging me here. Text message, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. What else we got? Nothing important in my life. Okay. Here's one of those bumps. You see, my guess is we're going to have 60 meters left in the final climb. We're at 61 now. So we're going to be 61, so it's pretty close. Oh, check this out. Is that a deer? Is that a goat? What's that? Yeah, I'm back with Robert. Great stuff. Yeah, so really nice routes here, folks. Kilometer 28, you can see we're at 27.6, so yeah, we're 400 meters out. Little shimmy there. Yeah, like these corners, woo, that'd be a nasty corner if you didn't know what it was like. Good thing we got Uli up ahead, Robert right with me here, guiding me down these descents. You know, that's probably where you most need a guide, probably. On the uphills, they can probably keep a pretty good eye on you, because no one's going that fast, but on the downhill, you can probably get into trouble real quick. Okay, so we are climbing again now, folks. Might as well get ready for this. Like I said, look at this here, 53 meters to go. We're less than 750 meters from the finish now. Let's just truck on up. Finish this group ride with Huerzeler. I know I've mangled the name quite a few times. Heart rate got back down to 129 there. It'll climb right back up, folks. So I think at the top, I think we do pass the little cafe. I think we truck by it a little bit, maybe. Maybe I'm thinking a Sacalabra climb and end up near the water reservoir at the top. Just 5% through here. I'm not sure if we're coming up the other way as well. Palma, Soler, Sacalabra, head down that way. So maybe this is where the two roads meet. That way to Sacalabra. Just gonna finish with a little push here. Not racing, just pacing. We're done, folks. Woo! Okay. See, low power, 190 watts. Ooh. 7% power savings. So for part of that ride, I was kind of a little bit too far back. That's where you get to see that. Right here. 514 XP, 608 coins. Rate the ride, folks, 5-star. It's uploaded. We can jump out. Go to the home page. Just gonna let that reload for a second and show you the weekly goals again. Okay. Okay, so who's all chatting here? Oh yeah. Yeah, Penelope, Stu's with us quite a bit. So you know Stu. Yep, Stu films his videos, has some epic cycling classic commentary on there. Lars is in the mix here. Just finished up, Lars. Just doing a group ride with a company that's doing a collaboration with Ruby. So I thought it would be fun to come on board and kind of talk about them a little bit. Yeah, Ken, it does. And actually, some of the trainers actually help you even freewheel a bit more. The smarter, I'll call them the smarter trainers, aka the more expensive ones. They kind of give you like a little bit of a power assist going down, like it's saying, hey, you'd be coasting here, so why do you need to pedal to go downhill? Yeah, you can go to the bathroom quickly, just don't step off too long. Yeah, Ruben's here too. Ruben almost joined us, but I think he was running behind at work, so maybe next time. I think these guys ride again next Wednesday, so if you're not too hung up with getting every challenge done and all those other things, you just want to see some cool new routes, maybe this is the way to do it. So yeah, currently I believe it's 16 routes that this company has filmed for Ruby in collaboration with them. And from what I hear, there's like another 15 routes coming in February or something like that. Yeah, Penelope, you're probably right. So if I was to step away, you just hear my machine, my Neo. My older machines, yeah, would kind of grind to a halt even on the downhills, which really is not fun. It'll coast a bit, but not the way the higher end machines do. So anyways, folks, yeah, we're at 1 hour and 35 minutes. I thought it would take about 1.5 hours. It probably did. I think I jumped on about 5 minutes early. Yeah, maybe it took us 1:25 or something. Anyway, folks, I'm going to jump off here, start the other part of my day. So we'll catch you all again real soon. Thanks, everyone.